drops it in there and gets the good bounce off the knee wraps.
Very good.
And he gets it on the board with 3 white lights.
Now, what we're seeing here with the elite lifters in this group, not just that they're stronger, obviously, because they're organized by total, but
well, he handles the weight without any problems. And he gets the 3 white lights to get it on the board.
Très bien, Sofiane.
Oleksiy Bychkov from the Ukraine, 400 kilograms on.
Gotta hit the numbers. Putting them in is not enough.
Boy, he gets down deep, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Gets down deep and he stands that up like it's nothing. 3 white lights. That's a great technique, scaring the bar into coming up.
See how he shakes a little bit here when he's coming? He shakes.
Yeah, he gets a little bit off balance and shakes around a little bit, but boy, he just handled that 400.
Chi-Sen right here, 405.
Ooh, he's getting himself out of sorts there. Just all over the place. Knees tracking forward, feet lifting.
Yeah, and that's 2-to-1 Reds right there.
Have a look at the replay here. You can see he just gets all out of shape.
See, he kicks back like that when you see the hip move back. The bar shifts back with him.
Oh, look. He just didn't look confident with that.
Nope.
His walkout was shaky. He gets it on the board, though.
But you'll find out some of the Russians will do this. Watch, they kind of stop almost and then drop forcibly into the hole. Watch, down, down, down. Hold it, and then drop. So this is something new they've been working on. I don't know if that's going to
Ooh, got a little bit of a twist going there, but he managed to control it.
Good fighting, and referees are saying yes.
And
3 white,
2-1.
2-1. And if you see Sofiane with his mouth open and his tongue, he's sucking in air to do a Valsalva, be able to push against his belt to stabilize his spine.
Yeah, so these guys are bringing.
See, the setup is kind of sketchy here.
Yeah, look, he's just struggling to steady the bar.
He's not even able really to get his head
it
up.
Looks heavy. But he managed to stand it back up.
That's a heck of an
referee
attempt
say
right there.
2-1.
And that's a 2-1 call right there. That is a 2-1 lift.
That was a big call from the coaches as well. Oleksiy Bychkov from the Ukraine. And then he just absolutely smokes it. Like that. And thank you, Oleksiy, for making me right there. And puts that one on the board. So now we move into the third round of squats for the second flight. Quinton Meyer from the US of A. His walkout's a little unsteady, but he settles it quickly. Depth looks good from where we're sitting. Let's see what the refs see.
Strong.
And they do. 3 white lights. It's on the board. But the numbers keep growing now. Sofiane, 4:07.5.
I almost wonder if Goriachev, he comes in with a 4:12.5 nominated squat.
Getting that big breath of air. As much as he can get in. Stands it up. Well, let's see what the referees say. It's a good lift. It's on the board at 4:07.5.
That's a 7.5 kilo PB for him. He just set 400 as a PB at IPF championships.
That's a big jump. Chi-Sen Tien from Chinese Taipei now, 417.5 kilograms. Oh, he's going to have to work for it, but it's just a little bit too much there.
And the crowd is just...
He gave it everything he had. I bet he wishes he could do that one over again.
Wow.
Well, don't go too far away. In 10 minutes' time, we're going to see these big boys hit the bench press, and that is always, always impressive. Don't go far away. 10 minutes' time, we'll be right back. OlympicChannel.com.
Seem to keep their totals going up every year.
It's all about making lifts. Here we go. 275, and that was super fast.
Now, talk about guys making gains.
That's a good lift.
That was quick.
He finished with 275 in his last year, finishing 6th. He smoked the same weight right there.
Yeah, that's certainly a big work.
Yep, and at the EPFs a short time ago, he just did 277.5. He's going to make some to match our leader, Bychkov.
And that was a very, very nice looking lift.
That's a good lift. 295
I-
on the bar. For Quinton Mayer, USA.
Quinton Mayer, US of A, 295.
I don't know where the final results. He's not going to really affect them high up, but he can come in here and medal in the bench press if he does what he needs to do.
And if he keeps doing that,
There he
he's got a
goes.
very good chance of it.
Yes, that's a good lift. 320 kgs on the bar. Record for Oleksiy.
Now, right now, as we told you before, that we can have, oftentimes, you can have a medal.
Well, here comes 320 for Oleksiy. He benches like he squats. Body shakes a bit, but it certainly doesn't faze him in any way whatsoever.
You know, and I've talked to some doctors about why that happens, and it's just nervous system. They will never totally be able to get rid of that shake. It's not muscular strength.
And and made that look easy.
Now at home, could you see what I was talking about? Watch on this replay how the bar glides to lockout. He's not forced to press it out.
Chinese Taipei. Bar loaded 1 minute 0.
All the way through.
Just glides to lockout. The two best.
Particularly in this weight class. I mean, in this weight class, you're not going to reach your best for a long time yet. Oh, look at that. So if he's lifting like this now, what are we going to see from him in 5 years?
I mean, we hope that that's true. We've seen some other junior lifters come in here, and we say, where the heck are they going to go? If you don't keep working at this sport will humble you.
That's right. It's not going to happen.
Bench 310, 315.
And he gets it back to the top, and it looks like a good choice.
What's always going
Not
to
a whole lot left there.
What's holding him back here right now is he opens almost 60 kilos less in the deadlift than the others. So if he can ever even that out a little bit, and somebody makes a mistake, he can get up on the medal stand pulling to be able to pull for the
Yeah, look,
win.
and that's the problem. You might have a great bench and a great squat, but if you've got to pull down the pack,
Wow.
handles 330.
Wow.
Yeah, if you've got to pull down the pack, then everyone else gets the opportunity to change their last lift to beat you. Thomas Sarek, Czechia, 280 for his third.
Followed in 1 minute. Sorry.
Shot. Belkesir can take that last shot. Right here, he's up 282.5.
Oh, just struggling a bit with that right hand. The wrist staying to roll. With that sort of weight, once the wrist rolls, you are not going to bring it back. Chi-Sen, Tien, Chinese Taipei, 292.5.
You know, at this time last year, let's just say this time last year internationally, he was at 260. This is just
That's a big,
massive.
big jump.
And the kid's just growing.
And it didn't seem to bother him, 292.5. That is a lot to add to your bench in a year.
It is a lot. And the scary thing, he can probably add 3 to 4 kilos to his body of muscle going on. He is light at 118 kilos.
Yeah, he's got room to move. Ivan Goriachev from Russia, 315. He's having to work. It's going back, though.
Man. That is going to hurt him for placing.
That is going to hurt a lot. And I do believe, if I remember rightly, in Pilsen last year, we were commentating together, we saw an equipment failure on the squat. Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Not only did we see an equipment failure on the squat, the bottom of the squat suit blew out, and they ran. It was
Oh, that one's just a little bit too much, though. And I do believe that Shirai from Mongolia gets the silver in the bench press coming out of the first group.
You know, and he was silver after first attempts, and he stayed silver all the way through third.
Stayed all the way through. So don't go too far away, because the deadlifts and make short work of 285.
So we have a pack right here of guys looking at projections. Obviously, we got Bychkov and Tien are battling it out. Bychkov now, after openers, is projected at 1095. He's got to make that. Bychkov makes his...
Look at his limb length. He's built to deadlift. Good lever arms. That should be a good lift.
Attempt.
Yes, that's
and it's on the board. That'll hold him just for a little bit.
Now and again, what does he try to do?
Yeah, and look, it's a really tough decision for him. He's going to be very mature about it.
Like I said, I'd rather be a great squatter and a great deadlifter and work on my bench. He's consistently worked on his bench.
Oh, no. Gets a little off balance at the top. We said this was important. 3 red lights.
Wow, that was almost too light for him.
Yeah, we talk about making mistakes. That right there is a mistake.
He did not.
We did not see coming.
He did not pull that through.
And has no problem with that.
And again, that is strong. He's now in first place, gold medal position in the deadlift. He is still 70 kilos behind the world record.
And again, no problem at all. So the board is looking very green at the moment, which is nice to see.
So 11:27 and a half is what we're looking at.
It's really going to give him some breathing space, isn't it?
And Sofiane, so that gives him 10:42.5.
Yeah, look, that was a really smart lift to put on. He didn't throw that much on for the second lift.
Now,
he played a smart, safe, mature lift there.
Now, here's how much Sofiane is damaged at this point.
It certainly wasn't too heavy for him. It flew up.
You know, and that's generally what you were going to expect from Belkesir.
You know, you could see his concentration changed. He wasn't relaxed. He wasn't laxed on that. Had some respect for that one. Thomas Sarek from Czechia now, 350 kilograms goes on the bar.
Now, but Oleksiy Bychkov's up now, 370. What a massive day he's had.
And he gets 370. I think the next lift he's got to decide whether he's just going to go for the record or is he going to go for enough to have a run at second best lifter.
I don't know. What do you do? Silver medal in the best lifter.
It's a tough call.
Tien.
Oh,
he bobbled.
Just
That's a bobble right
couldn't
there.
Get it.
So are we going to see before bar is called loaded for Belkesir him try to jump up and take out that 1042? He only needs another 7.5 kilos on that attempt to do it.
All right, he's still got a few minutes to make that decision because Cody Jumper's up now with. And it's just a too much. He bobbled it there. That should be 3 reds. 2 reds and a white. He got the bobble. So now what does Sofiane do?
Sofiane.
He's got right up to bar loaded to make a change.
I mean, look, Sarek is not going to jump up and be able to pull something. So you see what that mistake did. That was an easy 345 for him. So missing that opener on a really technical lift there cost you.
Yeah, we talk about how one single mistake when it's a closely packed list like this.
Nearly perfect day for this man.
And just a little bit too
big round of
much.
applause here for Bychkov.
He gave it everything he had, but he will go away a world champion here today.
You can't feel bad about him missing that, because when you're pulling to beat yourself, that's not a bad day. It means you're a pretty darn good lifter. And he walks away with the gold medal.
Well, he was the world champion, the gold medal with 1:1:15. Tien comes in with the silver medal with a 10:42. And Sofiane from France comes in with the bronze medal with a 10:32.